Good morning, Discord. Good morning, YouTube. Let's get into it. All right, we had some significant movement in the last 2 days. Before we get started, do not consider this financial advice. Trading stocks involve risk and owner of the channel. The traders that appear in the broadcasting affiliate companies are not liable for any loss inflicted in relation to its content. And then go to lastbuytrading.com so I can get you sorted. I recommend joining on Sunday night. Join on Sunday, or join Sunday, and then you can get all Sunday to sit there and absorb all the material that's in there for the lessons, and then you'll be ready on Monday. All right, let's see what we got. We have the 50 at 44.95, the 20 at 45.60. Let's see what they want to do. Where's our 5? The 5's way down at 39. All right, we're at the 20. Let's let this play out. Above the water, bull cycle, and maybe a weak bear cycle right here. Just be patient. We got so many reports yesterday. We heard, oh, there's a ceasefire, and then we heard, oh no, they're dropping bombs. And you know, when I looked it up myself, there was no ceasefire, and they were dropping bombs, but we heard conflicting reports. So, you know, listening to the news when it comes to that, I think it's going to be sketchy. So let's try to, my opinion, you know, you're going to do what you want to do. Let's let the price action dictate what's going to happen instead of trying to get ahead of it. Stop trying to get 100% of the play. Let's wait for the confirmations and we'll get something out of it. All right, we're at the 20. Not a huge fan of the 20 and the 50 being so close to each other. So wait for that significant movement. All right, let's see what we got at 46.55. Now remember, the 20 is a big deal, right? Well, the 50 and the 20 is a big deal. The 20 is a big deal because many traders use the Bollinger Bands as a trading strategy, and the very middle of the Bollinger Bands is our 20 moving average. And if we look at the Bollinger Bands I'll go over this with the Discord, but look at the upper and lower bounds of the Bollinger Bands, and then you tell me. Yeah, we see that they're building it currently, right? They're already building it. Let me be patient here. All right, we're gonna look for something like this. Or we want to look to see if they form another one of these. And we're gonna look for this up here. So there's probably not a lot to do in between here and here. And then Discord, I've already posted your quote unquote safeties in the Discord, so just wait for it. All right, so we'll use purple, and then now we got to see if we're going to use the magenta. So purple we're going to use, and remember this one, not really here. This is just me being preemptive. So we'll see. We'll see where it forms. All right, let's see what 4278 has for us. No, we're gonna use the purple, but this one hasn't formed yet, so just give it a second. We're still just in this blue. We're still just traveling down this blue here. Let's start paying attention now, okay? Remember, this is what we like to see right here. This is exactly what we like to see. Now, if it breaks and shoots, nothing we can do about it. You already know what the ideal setup is, so just be patient. If it breaks and shoots, nothing we can do. All right, I got nothing past this, so let's see what happens here. This is where the little line ends. Not that this line means anything, but in my head it does for some reason. I don't know why. In real life it doesn't, but to me in my mind, I don't know why. So we'll see. If you're waiting for the setup, wait for it. If not, you got to protect this trade. All right, we got the 5 at 38.71. We're currently at 42.33. This blue's holding up pretty strong. All right, now we get a chance to, now we're gonna get our chance, right? Look, this is all I had planned out for, so now we're gonna see. Just what time y'all open today? Breakfast menu. Light salt on the hash browns. All right, see, now we get a chance to see if you're a little bit patient. Now you get a chance to figure out your life, right? Now look, if it would have broke and just kept going, nothing we can do about it. Now you get a chance. So this blue is probably going to be significant. And then I have 41.31 as a target. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be the target, but next level. That one's done. Now you get a chance to protect your trade, do whatever you need to do, take your profit, whatever it is. So this blue has a lot of strength in it, okay? Noah, when you join the Discord, you'll understand. I was here yesterday and Wednesday. Yes, this is true. Everyone's telling me to wait till Sunday. Well, if you want to get like the full week, right? Because there's no stock market over the weekend. So if you want to get the full week, then wait till Sunday. All right, now we got to see what this purple wants to do. All right, Discord, pay attention. Watch. Here it goes. Now we got the data we need. Ready? Now we got the data. I'm going into the secret room. So only one of two things is going to happen from here. Okay? Only one of two things. Let's look for this. And then maybe this right here. So we want to see this, this, and this. And this is our best option here, okay? Otherwise, this is going to be the thing. So it looks like maybe between this right here and this right here. Cool. We're about to find out, right? One of them's going to happen, I'm telling you. It has to be like that. All right, be careful. They're slapping people in the face. They are slapping faces right now. All right, here's your second bite at the apple. Here's your second bite at the apple, but look at the price action. They're getting sketchy in here. All right, now if you do what I suggested, protect your trade now, right? Easy money. Easy money. Protect your trade. Look at the money we just printed. Just protect it now. If if it slaps you in the face here, oh well, at least you're in profit, right? And now, just to show everybody in the world what the hell goes on in the Discord, pay attention. I'm going to share the screen. Right here. 42.78 for puts. Right here. Clear as day. Join the Discord. Stop being stupid. Here's 42.78 on the break and retest. Easy money. From 42.78 to 41.02. This is good money. Look at the money we just printed. Oh my goodness. Amazing, right? Amazing. Amazing. Second bite at the apple. Figure out your life. Easy money. It's too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy for us. I told everybody. I told everyone. Specifically, and look, Discord, I get it. We're not going to get 100%, but there's a logic to the madness. As long as you're not greedy and you take the money, you'll be fine. As long as you let what needs to happen, you'll be fine. Now, eventually, one day, maybe I'll be wrong. Eventually I'll be wrong, I'm assuming, but it just hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet. If you didn't make money from 42.78 to now, there's nothing I can do for you. There's nothing I can do. This is something you need to work on your own. Let me show everybody again in the world. I'm going to share the screen. What time was this? 6:31. 1 minute into market open. 42.78 for puts. Right? All right, cool. I did my job today. We're still in blue, right? Okay. I did my job. Look at the money. Look at the money we just printed. And then as it was happening, I told you, see, now you're going to get a second chance to take a look at it. Now you're getting a second chance to take a look at it. Now you gave yourself that time. If you waited for the BRR, now look, if it were to break and just go, nothing you can do about it. If you didn't take the trade, pay attention to what just happened. Pay attention. And then technically, our entry would have been on purple, as I said. As I said, technically it's on purple here. remember, when I went into the secret room, what did I say? What did I say? We're fighting between what? Pop quiz. Pop quiz, someone answer. Fighting between what? You guys better be focusing really hard on this money. Now, I gave the answers to the test in very plain writing. Very plain. You know, I can't do much better. I don't think anyone could do better than that. I don't think anyone could do better than that, but who knows? Maybe. This really should be over here. That's where it should be. When? Cruz, when I was drawing it on the screen. Alright, watch. I'm just going to do it for everyone to see. Remember, I told everyone we're in between this one and this one. No one remembers me drawing that? That's actually impossible. Oh, okay. Break up purple. Okay, yeah. Break up purple. Yes. But, okay. Good job. Good job. Someone's paying attention. Break up purple. That was exactly it. There you go. There you go. You don't need to think too hard. I told you. One of two things has to happen. It had to be like this. It had to be. There's no other way around it. Look at the money that just got printed. I told you, blue has the strength here. Blue has the strength. Where's the mascot? Where's the mascot? There we go. Look at the money that just got printed. Look at the money that just got printed. 1 minute into the market being open. 1 minute. 1 minute into the market being open. This is why I'm the best. There's no one on the internet doing what I'm doing. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. This is why I'm the best. 1 minute into the market open. The perfect call out. I mean, this is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Jimmy James. Jimmy James with 140%. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's beautiful. Jimmy James with the 140. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. Amazing. Raul, printing money. I love it. I told you all, just give me some time. As you say in your, as a young kid say, let me cook. Let me cook. Or let Major cook. And Major, don't forget, lightly salted fries. Hoo-wee. If you guys are out there listening to people trying to charge you $5,000 for a course, bro, I got a bridge to sell you. Let me sell you a bridge. People are worried about burning $45. You spend $45 on OnlyFans. You spend $45 on cigarettes and beer, and probably nasty beer too. Look how much, you know how many $45 was made in about 2 minutes? Get out of my face. This ain't for everybody. If you're sitting on YouTube and you're confused what you need to do, if you're confused on what you need to do, change the channel. You wouldn't fit in well. We don't like stupid. Change the channel. You're not needed. And if you think I'm like, oh, I'm not going to pay this guy for, fine. It's not for you. There's no such thing as a free lunch. If you want a free lunch, I probably don't like your type anyway. We wouldn't get along. We would not get along. Making it out of the kitchen. Oh, man. Major says, I'm gonna make it out of the kitchen soon. Oh my goodness. It's so much fun. This is too easy for me. This is too easy. Look at the money that just got printed. This is so beautiful. Look at the mascots. We got to make one of these in real life, IRL, and put Major in this right here. We're going to put Major in this little, I'm going to make one of these big old helmets right here. But it's going to be fuzzy. It's not going to be like a hard helmet. Actually, Major might need a hard helmet. This is too easy. I gave the answers away. I gave the answers away. Look at Ghost. Look at Ghost. I like waffle fries. Oh, damn. I like waffle fries too. I like waffle. That's a good point. I actually do like waffle fries. That's a good point. It's been a great day. You're welcome, high school. You're welcome. Easy money, right? And if it's not worth joining to show me some support, like, hey, you know what? This guy's giving me all the goddamn plays. Maybe I can support him so he feels motivated to sit here for 6 hours a day. Today won't be 6 hours, but for 6 hours a day to do all the analysis so I don't have to think. If that's not worth it, then man, you're probably not a good person. You're probably not a good person. I'm telling you, you got some issues. You need to work on that. You need to work on yourself. You're the type of person that goes to grandma's house and takes all the damn Werthers, all the Werthers out of the candy bucket. Just found your channel today. Go on and subscribe. Daver, high school. Oh, look at that. High school understands. High school. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. You get it. You get it. No, I appreciate that. Shows character. I'm telling you. We have to have at least some type of reasonable... You got to be a reasonable person. You got someone on here sitting 6 hours a day trying to show you how to, like, make your own path in life. And I do it every day. It's not like I don't do this every day. I'm showing you how to make your own path in life. It has nothing to do about being converted, because I'm not one of these guys on here like that's some type of guru and trying to tell you how to... I'm just telling you my path, what I've experienced. I'm an old guy now, so I think look at the money. Look at the money. All I have to say is look at the evidence. Look at the evidence. Don't even listen to the voice. Jimmy James, don't even listen to the voice. Look at the evidence that I provide every day, day in and day out. Now, the only, it's going to take you a little bit of time to understand what I'm saying, because I'm not classically trained. I'm a 1.6 GPA student. I'm not classically trained, but I show my work. I show my work. Keanu. And if you got that experience, high school, trading for years, that's exactly what you need, because you're going to understand the market has to breathe. Let it do what it needs to do. It hasn't gone above a certain level. You need to protect your trade when it's time to protect your trade. Now, taking profit, that's going to be the hard part. However, I give a whole goddamn lesson plan on exits and entries. A whole lesson. And it has colors and pictures and drawings and everything. It has everything needed for everyone to succeed. It's just, it takes time. It takes time to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. I say it I say it every day. Look at the money we printed. And Daver, same thing for you. It's going to take time. I don't want anyone to come in here thinking, oh, this is the infinite money glitch. Infinite money glitch. Don't think that. That's not what this is. This is a business, a career, just like anything else. There's no different. This isn't some kind of scam. And I'm not promising you we're going to win every single day. Walking away, yeah, that's my hard part too. That's my hard part too. Every day you guys hear me like, oh God, I need to walk away, and I never walk away, but when I need to walk away, but I never walk away, and I'm telling myself, walk away, walk away. I just can't. I have to look at the goddamn candles. I don't know why. All right, look, we're grabbing some liquidity off this 5. We're grabbing liquidity off the 5. I'm gonna go into the Discord and show you all what the plays are from here, okay? Look, we could have used any one of these lick boxes, by the way. Any one of these lick boxes, by the way. But anyways, here we go. Wow. Oh, we're still in blue. Let me let blue work for a little bit. I'm gonna let blue work. There's no reason to look. Blue has a strength. I already told everyone way ahead of time. Blue has a strength. Let it work. Let me not get ahead of it. I don't need to be the cool guy trying to show off. Let me just let me calm myself down. Let what needs to happen first. That's what I need to do. Follow my own advice. It's good advice. It's good advice. Noah with the 190. Noah with the 190. Now remember, look, we're coming up to heavy liquidity here, okay? So don't be greedy here. 190. 3.7K Noah. Noah. 3.7K off the YouTube. Amazing. 3.7K. Damn, you guys are high rollers. You got some high rollers. Here's that liquidity grab. Let's let blue what it needs to do. All right. Now I'm going to. Yeah. All right. You know what? I'm just gonna get ahead of it for Discord members. Give me a second. Give me a second. Here we go. This is what has to happen. So look, we're in blue until we're not, right? Let me shrink this down. All right, we have. I'll do it on the 5 minute. I'll do it on the 5 minute. Damn, the 1 minute looks easier for some reason. The 1 minute looks so much easier for some reason. Now, if this happens anywhere in between here and there, you got to watch out. We're not just doing this again, right? Or doing this again. And let's see. The purple on the 5 is a little bit sloppy, but I think we'll be okay. And just recognize where low a day is, right? So if you're taking the risk, you can only go but so far. If it continues on, great. But we can only go but so far. We know where the liquidity is, right? We know where the liquidity is. It's a moving target, unfortunately, but we know where it is. So look, 4080, look at this on the 5, 4080, probably going to be a big deal. This right here, probably going to be a big deal. Okay, so pay attention to these. And this is what the continuation is going to look like. Otherwise, you got this right here, okay? Which is probably our 50-50. So if you made money today, call it a goddamn day. Call it a goddamn day if you made money. You're never going to build that account if you keep sitting here gambling away everything that we just did. I'm telling you. You don't need to think anymore. I haven't lied to you yet. Now, it pains me when we're sitting here at goddamn 1300 begging for a trade. It pains me to see that. Begging for a trade because we missed all the other ones. We can't do this. This is a business. We have to understand that there's we have to understand the risk that's involved. Right? Now you're either going to take the risk or you're not. So at some point we have to be an adult. At some point. And be a boss of your own business. This is your own business here. Now, as the boss, if you know that you're putting the profit you made for the day at risk after you already made money, right? You already made money. And now you're going to sit here at the poker table and you're going to bet it all again. Come on now. We can't do that. You know, we got to know when to take the win. There's nothing wrong with leaving a winner. The greed is what's going to ruin us. Because you can be like, oh, well, he drew it on the screen. That has to happen now. Stop that. Stop that. Look, we just get lucky here. We just get lucky. Remember that. You really want to bet your everything we just made on luck? Look at the money from 42.78 to 37.70. This is, if we're asking more than that, come on now. You're asking for too much. You're being greedy. You're being greedy. And if you're going to sit here and try to gamble and gamble and gamble, then there's no way I can help you. Now, FOMO is a hell of a drug. FOMO is a hell of a drug. I'm going to patent that. I never heard that before, but I'm going to make a shirt. But it's true. FOMO is a hell of a drug, right? We can't, and that is greed. That is greed. And it could be in the form of, well, I missed out on the last one, but I'm so greedy I'm willing to risk it all on the next one. Instead of realizing the money was already made. If you didn't take the risk, fine. There's always tomorrow. This is greed in your mind. I know because I've been there, thinking I could just do it all goddamn day. I found the infinite money glitch. I was wrong. I was wrong. He said that pie tasted good. I want another slice. Yes, exactly, Dub. Exactly. And believe me, when it seems so easy like this, when you're like, oh wait, all I have to do is click a button and then watch my account double and triple and quadruple in a matter of minutes, this is very seductive. This is very seductive to the susceptible mind. I understand. But after a certain amount of time, you can only be smacked in the face but so many times until you're like, let me avoid that. And then we have to learn to be humble. You know, I need you all to succeed. It's very important to me that you succeed. It's not important that you're in here giving me $45. Believe me, I really don't need your $45. Your $45 is a commitment to you. So I know that you're going to actually go into the lessons, review the lessons, paper trade for a little bit, understand the way I speak, understand the risk to reward, understanding when it's time to call it, all these things. Because if you don't invest in yourself, then why the hell would anyone else? No one is going to do it. And AI is going to take your damn job. And unfortunately, Major, when they put AI on the robots, then they're going to salt the fries too. And Major, also, by the way, I know you like to joke around and stuff like that, but here's the thing. Do you want to be responsible for maybe there's people out there that are going to think the same thing you're thinking, and then you're going to give them confirmation bias. You know what? This random guy on YouTube on the chat said the same thing that I was thinking, and then you're wrong. Do you really want to be responsible for I'm not saying it's that you would be, but I imagine how guilty you'd feel if you're wrong, which, you're wrong a lot. If I'm being honest, you're wrong 100% of the time, but that's not the point. The point is, by you chiming in like that, and to me it's funny, right? I think it's funny, but I'm worried about the people that you're confirming their bias. I'm worried that you're confirming other people's bias, and then they're going to be like, I knew it, and this other guy knows it too. So it doesn't make sense to come into someone else's live stream and try to make call outs just to be right. Just to be right and be like, oh, look what I did. Told you so. Look, I can do it too. Just to be the cool person. I'm not saying I get it right all the time. But what I am saying is I have a record that shows I have consistency. And it doesn't rely on guessing. I don't guess. So I like the engagement and I like the jokes, but I'm worried about people that don't understand that you have no idea what you're talking about and you're joking around. I worry about those people. Almost all the time. You know, we can't be 100, but 99.9 something. It's a pretty good record. It's a pretty good record. The hard part is the red candle. That's the hard part. Letting the price get to the next level, because the journey to that next level is uncomfortable, right? That's the hard part. The hard part is understanding when I said we're at the liquidity, look at the blue. The blue has the strength. Understanding what this means, right? This is the hard part. And for everyone on YouTube, watch. Let me show you something. I'm going to show you a little something. Watch. This is no surprise. Number one, I told everyone the blue has the strength. If you don't know what that means, join the Discord. Or it's going to take you time if you're just learning. But number two, this is no surprise, right? This is no surprise. It's already plotted out. We know where all the risk is already. We already know where the risk is. So if you're taking the risk, you put a very tight, not very tight, but you put a tight stop because you know where the risk is, right? You know where the liquidity is, Big Daddy 5. Now you understand we're in the purple here, right? We broke the blue, we're in the purple, your risk is on Big Daddy 5. If it breaks below that, this was your best bet. You have a tight stop here. But if you're trying to do the counter trend, I'm identifying where the risk is, right? All right, cool. Now we get it. Or if you don't, if you're in the Discord, now you know. Pay attention. This is very valuable information. Very valuable. Very valuable. If I showed you all the amount of offers that I get to, number one, sell the entire Discord, and number two, to do trading for very large firms, or I don't know if they're large firms, but I know they're offering a lot of money, and I turn it down. It's I can show you. Next time I'll show you. I'm not making this shit up. I turn it down and I tell them, join the Discord. People trying to get me to trade for them. I'm giving you the information, valuable, because I'm fully aware. Eventually, you're not going to need me one day. I'm fully aware of that. You're not going to need me one day. But until then, take the lessons. Stop trying to get ahead of me. And God forbid, you're the one that has a bias and you're like, I think it's going to go down. Right? And then the price goes down and it confirms your bias. And now you think, I could do this. I could do this. This is easy. God forbid that happens. I'm telling you. It's going to be the worst thing. That confirmation bias on guessing. At least I'm using data. And if I get proven wrong on the data, fine. I'm okay with that. Because I have a record that shows I know what I'm talking about. So I don't have to get it right all the time. We just need to be green by the end of the week. This is my metric. Some people use a month. By the end of the month I'm green. I like the week. As long as I'm green by the end of the week, then I had a good week. And we've had a good week since February 3rd, 2025. This is all documented live. Now, there's nothing more I can do but give away the answers to the test. It's up to you to give yourself the time to realize the market has to breathe inside the movement. It has to breathe in the movement. Understand the risk and where the risk is, right? This is the thing that's going to take you time. But as long as you're okay with getting something, as long as you're not so greedy that you feel you need to get 100% of the play, because I'm telling you, inside LST, we're not going to get 100%. We're not going to get 100%. Number one, I don't like to guess, and I don't like to play with people's money like that. I have a conscience. Yeah, consistency is the key, for sure. We want to be consistent. Major, if you're trying to trade off of Robinhood, this is going to be difficult. Robinhood's going to be difficult. This is my estimation. I don't know it to be true, but Robinhood will be, man, it's going to be very difficult. That's all I have to say. Robinhood's probably not ideal. I don't know if you're using Robinhood, but if you're talking about the speed in which you're able to enter and exit trades, it can't be Robinhood. Robinhood's not for this. No. Robinhood's not for this. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're not going to maximize your profit with Robinhood. Because I think you have to type in your prices, right? Especially if you're on your phone. Woo-wee! You got to be a master. You have to be a master. Me personally, if you want to get on the free train to take the trades for damn near nothing, Webull. Yeah. Webull's probably, I like it. I mean, it does the job. It does the job. The fees are minimal, very minimal fees. Very minimal. Like, you're not really going to notice it. Very minimal fees. And it does everything. I give a lesson on how to set up the Webull. But I think since then it's been changed. But there are members inside the Discord that have recently done it, and they could probably help you through it better than I can at this point. I will say it's a little difficult to set up. It's not user friendly to like get your setup going. I give a little bit of insight into that on one of the videos. I think it's like one of the first videos in the Getting Started channel. I give a little bit of insight to that, but I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch of YouTubes on how to set it up too. I'm gonna put this one here on the break of blue. Now I know it's not the one we're looking for yet, but I kind of did say it out loud many times. Many times. All right, we're almost coming up to that 50-50, so you need to start tightening up your stop. I'm not telling you to stop yourself out. I'm just saying be reasonable. Just tighten it up. We'll be prepared on the other side. Noah with the $4.8 thousand in an hour. In 1 hour. $1,000 or $4,800. Very good day, Noah. It's been a good day. All right, let's see what they're talking about underneath this lick box. It may get hectic here, right? It may get hectic here. Noah says this was an easy one to read. Yesterday's run had me have pullback. All right, look, Noah, very easy. Right? Very easy in the Discord. Very easy to read in the Discord. Oh man. Very easy to read. Burnell, you're using Robinhood? Man, you are crazy, Burnell. But just try, Burnell, try Webull. It's free. At least the paper trade's actually a little bit difficult too, because you have to type in the actual numbers. But, man, here's the thing, Burnell. When you take a trade, it'll automatically pop up on the chart. Sup, Walt? No, bro, we have to have a talk. We're gonna stage an intervention. It's gonna be we're gonna invite Burnell and Sup to the dinner, and then we're gonna close the door, and then everyone's gonna be like pulling out their letters. Burnell and Sup Walsey. It hurts our feelings whenever you use Robinhood to take your trades. Burnell, support. Nah, we gotta watch. Once you start doing it, everything will change. If you're doing well already, everything will change. Everything. Phone, Burnell, you are a savage, sir. What is going on? I don't, bruh. We gotta change that. We gotta change that. There's no way. Oh, okay. But even still, Robinhood's still gonna be difficult. I mean, really, it's gonna be damn near. It's just gonna be extreme. You gotta be a master. You have to be a master. Noah's on the phone, made 5K today, so. All right, look, we're coming up to that 50-50, all right? So protect your trade. Protect this trade. And look, if you guys are charting alongside, that's fine. I get it. Because you're like, well, I want to learn how to do it too. I get it. However, if your concern is just trying to make money and trying to sustain an honest living, if that's your actual goal, man, I recommend we just stay focused on the task. It's not important how the sausage is made. I get it. You know, I get it. Everyone wants to learn how to do it. But, you know, if you're going to learn, or if I already know, then the only difference is $45 in a week, right? So all I'm saying is I recommend getting the money. The rest will come. Don't focus on charting right now. Let it happen. It'll happen. It'll just happen naturally. I'm telling you. And I understand you want to practice and things like this, but I don't know how to explain it. I just think I just don't want you guys to lose focus, right? Because you're going to have your own charts and you're going to give yourself your own bias and not pay attention to the task at hand. This is what I'm worried about. Yeah, I use Webull. It works. It works perfectly fine for me. Look, we already knew there was going to be some hostility here, right? We already knew some hostility here. And look, if you guys are making decent 4 figures on YouTube, man, you're going to be doing very, very, very well. I'm telling you. I haven't lied to you yet. Here's the thing. I don't have to lie or make it up. Because all the evidence is online every day. I don't have to lie and make it up. It's just the truth. It is what it is. It doesn't have to be this difficult. Now, some people are going to make it seem like there's some mysticism behind it. They're going to make it seem like there's some type of secret sauce and either you got it or you don't. And these people are all scams. They're all scams. I know because I fell for it myself. You know, obviously a long time ago, but... And look, if you use a Webull, if you open up a new account, if you're in the Discord and you plan on switching over, there's something you must do, and I can't say it out loud on the stream. So DM me if you're in the Discord, and I'll tell you what you must do in order for it to work. And if you're on YouTube and you plan on doing it, before you open up that account, send me an email, livespytrading@gmail.com. There's a, and let me know, hey, I'm thinking about switching over to Webull, whatever. There's a very specific thing you gotta do, and I can't say it on here, so send me the email if you're interested, if you plan on switching over, and if you're in the Discord, send me a DM. and it's concerning when you apply for the options. All right, look, we're about to hit the target, right? Actually, no, we're at the 50-50 right now. So figure out your life right here. All right, Noah, before you open up that account, make sure you reach out to me either on Discord or livespytrading@gmail.com, and I'll tell you what you need to do. It's not anything like crazy or difficult, but there's a specific way in order to get this to accomplish the task that we need, and I can't say it on YouTube. It's not like a scheme or anything like that, or to join a special link. No, nothing like that. There's nothing to do with me at all. But I'm just saying there's a way to optimize it. That's all. So either send me a DM if you join the Discord, or send me an email. LST, did I type it? Gotta do it. Yeah. Jones, yeah. Exactly. Yep. Whatever Jones just said right here. Jones said it. Jones just said it. Not only that, you gotta put I'll type it. Okay, so look, 4208 probably. It says 4205 here, but it probably needs to be 4208. I think we know why. So we're gonna look. Oh wait, we're above it right now. We just got above it. We have to be patient at 4208. If you're not already in, it's going to be difficult. All right, let's pay attention to this one right here. Let's use the 1 minute chart lick box. And then that magenta should, we'll see what's up with the magenta, right? All right, Discord, look really quick to how, if you look at deflection points on the 5-minute chart, you see the flexion points that are pointing down, right? Let's say 40, what is this? 39.62-ish right here. Now look, if we go to the 1 minute, we'll go to 39.62. This is like on the break. So look, we use the break of. You see the break of? All right, let's go to the next one. Here we are at 41.86. 41. So the break of. Do you see how the break of gave us an idea? So, you know, today it just worked out perfect, right? Today it just worked out perfect like that. Not every day is going to be like this, but today was the perfect setup. So if we look at the 5-minute chart, we see the liquidity grab from 37.93, which was just actually the 5, right? It was literally just the 5. We grabbed it from 37.93 and then level by level. All right, we're at this point here, wherever I typed in the Discord, right? So it could, you know, maybe hectic here, because now we're battling diagonal and horizontal at the same time. So it may get hectic right here. And look, if you're new and you have any questions for me, and if I'm not here, ask one of the OGs. They're gonna have the purple tag, or we'll probably make some more promotions here shortly. But Jones knows what he's talking about. Cruz knows what he's talking about. Or they just have a good understanding of the way I speak, and they're verbal about it. So, everyone else may too. I just don't know. Never mind. Don't look at Jones. Right? I think Cruz has a pretty good idea. We'll make some changes. We're gonna make some adjustments shortly. Let's pay attention to the top of this, right? We already expected this. This is happening exactly where it should. No surprise. There's no surprise here. There's no surprise here, but what I'm saying is, if you're new in the Discord and you have questions, ask somebody. You know, if you ask me and I don't respond in a timely manner, I promise you I will. I will respond. But if you need, like, right now, I need these answers right now, I can't wait, then just ask. Don't be afraid to ask. That's why we're all here, to learn. And I'm still learning every day. Every single day I'm still learning. And we're getting better. And we're getting better. I'm now increasing my risk tolerance, my own personal risk tolerance, different story. When I'm in a trade and it's been like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and I'm like, oh man, am I going to survive this second wave? I hate it. I hate the second wave, so I still got some work to do, but you know, we do all right. So let's let them figure it out in here, right? Let's let them figure it out. This makes perfect sense right here. Yup. Looks like that time. Looks like that time. But look, everything's expected, right? We already expected this. This is no surprise. We already knew. This is no surprise. And we knew way ahead of time. We knew about 10:16. We knew an hour ago exactly what was going to happen and where it was going to happen. 1 hour ago. Maybe a little bit less than an hour, but somewhere around there. No surprise. As long as we understand the risk, as long as we don't get greedy, we'll be all right. We will be all right. All right, Discord, looks like that green has the green is probably the purple here. So here, look, this is, I'm gonna go into the secret room just for Discord members. All right, look, here we go. So let's let me make sure everyone's paying attention real quick. Hold on, let me get back out there to y'all. All right, cool. Look, listen up. We see this green here, right? So, and look at these previous flexion points. So basically what I'm saying here is, here's the risk right here. So if, hold on, let me clear this up. This played out, right? This played out perfect. If we break this, our risk is now to here, to here. You understand? And then if we break this, the risk is to here, the low a day, right? So there's a lot of if-thens that need to happen. So from this point right here, right now, since we're in this lick box here, this is what's possible. This is what's possible from here. And this will, you know, maybe something that would be ideal. Like this. So we have to wait for all this to happen. Now, if you're taking the risk from up here, you know, you got to protect your trade, right? You got to protect your trade aggressively. You got to aggressively protect that trade because you're technically going to be fighting the thing. Otherwise, we're in this zone here. Now we're trying to figure out this right here. Okay? So give it a chance. Was I just talking on mute that whole time? Did everyone hear me or was I talking on mute? Okay. So look, one of those two things, it will happen, right? It has to happen. You understand that, right? Now, how you play it, that's on you. I can't control that part. But one of those two things, it will happen. As long as you understand the risk and you don't get greedy. And look, and we also need to overlay. We need to overlay our 1 minute chart and our 5 minute chart, obviously. If you can combine them together, this is unstoppable force of nature. Unstoppable force of digital nature. But we also have to take into account the moving target, right? Both of them. We need to take into account, we're in between the 50 and the 5. How reasonable would it be for them to just chop in between the 50 and the 5, between two and the 20 right here? You know, major levels of liquidity. This would be completely reasonable. In order for one or the other to break, there needs to be significant movement. Significant. You know, I'm talking about more than just a momentum candle. We're literally in the middle of doom and destruction, right? We're in the middle of doom and destruction. If you're playing around in here, good luck. Good luck. If you didn't make the money already on the perfect entries and the perfect callouts, tomorrow's another day, you know. But if you're playing in the middle here, this is the risk. We've identified it. So when I'm telling you one of those things, it is gonna happen. It is. It simply is. As long as we understand the risk. The risk meaning it's only gonna go but for so long. We kind of have our borders. We kind of have our boundaries. And again, if you made money today, go enjoy your weekend. I don't recommend sitting here doing this all goddamn day, especially after we made crazy money today. And if you're new, take the time, go through those lessons, go through all the lessons, and then paper trade for a bit. Don't start real money yet. You need a chance to understand how I speak, what I mean, what are all the colors, and what are the this and the that. We got to understand what all that means. But as long as you don't complicate it and you let what needs to happen, you'll be fine. So look, if you're doing exit strategy, I don't even know what the number is. If you're doing whatever the exit strategy is for the algo here, the trend line, you may want to start tightening up that stop, right? If you're trailing along purple, you need to start tightening up that stop. Now, I'd like to know, why is Chenko so quiet? His keyboard must be broken. What's up? You okay? You good? I'm worried about you. Do I need to send help? I'll send the help. Probably. Probably today's the day to do it. We had a good day. Today of all days. Oh, don't say that. Don't do that, Raul. I know, right? Shut up, Jones. Jones. See, this is why I hate you. This is why I hate you, Jones. Chenko, why are you so quiet? I'm worried about you. Ah, okay. Bruh, employee of the month. Look at him. I'm training someone. Can't be on the phone. Employee of the month. Look at him on the phone. Oh my goodness. Employee of the month. All right, everyone. Wait for the put scenario to happen. I'm already in puts. God damn it, employee of the month. there's so much that needs to happen before that's even ready, but there's just so much that needs to happen. Wait, bro, I literally have it drawn on the screen. What do you mean? I have it drawn on the screen. God damn it. It'll be worth the wait. Just, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to tell you what to do, but I can't sit here and watch you like constantly go against what I'm saying and hemorrhage money. At some point, you got to trust me, man. Like, I'm pretty good at this. I'm not saying, God forbid you're right. This is the worst thing. God forbid you're right. And then you reinforce that negative bias. This is what I'm afraid of. This is why I don't want you all to guess. I'm not guessing, right? I'm using data. When you all are guessing, you're trying to call the top or whatever it is. This is risky. Why try to call the top? Look, we're just doing this. There's nothing really to think about. This is why we don't need to be nervous or think too hard. This is where we employ our risk tolerance and say, hey, look, while I'm in the middle of the highest risk possible, while the market is still trying to figure out its life, why do we want to get involved here? Once a certain thing happens, which I've already typed out, maybe I need to go refresh it or retype it, but I've already typed out what the entries are. If you're going against that, man, I don't know why. What have I done to you so wrong? Oh, okay. Could have taken profit, but didn't. All right, you got to learn risk tolerance now. You got to learn risk to reward. Okay. Now, we're going to learn risk to reward. Oh, yeah. Chill. All right, pay attention. Now, if you're trailing along purple, right? Maybe start adjusting your stops. Just a little bit. Trailing along purple, adjust your stops just a bit. Wait, did you wait until we got into violence before you decided to make a move? This is crazy. For the new RV. Okay. Well, don't force. You need to stop forcing trades. Stop forcing it. Brother, you have to stop. Don't force it. Let it come to us. A certain thing needs to happen. You're going to have more confidence in the trade if you allow that thing to happen. Look, we're going to see if this is liquidity grab. Look, we already knew what was going to happen in here. We already knew. This is no surprise. Just let it happen. I gave very specific criteria. Look, I'm telling you, one of those things has to happen. And if not, then guess what? That's not our trade. That's not our setup. Remember, we're trying to use a 5-minute, a 1-minute, and a 30-minute in order to find certain levels, in order to feel confidence in a certain thing when we see a certain pattern. And if that doesn't happen, then what are we doing? We're just going to start guessing all of a sudden? We're just going to be like, okay, we're in chop, clearly. Because if none of that happens, that means we're in chop. So then you're saying, okay, I'm dealing with the chop. I'm willing to deal with the chop and get, every time you enter, they're going to smack you in the face and keep going. Then you can say, ah, God damn it. And remember, the plays, they're not 3 or 4 minutes long, right? They're probably like 35, 45 minutes. And also, we only have maybe 2 or 3 trades in a day. Maybe 2 or 3 trades in a day. If they wanted to chop between top lick box right here and the 5 for the rest of the day, that would be reasonable. So wait till a certain thing happens, then we'll have an idea. Don't get seduced by the candles. Let it be obvious. You know what the task is. Don't get seduced by the candles. They're going to lie to you. They're going to tell you, you're the only one for me, Daddy. That's what they're going to tell you. Lies. Lies. Get the confirmation. All right, we're testing the water line on the 1 minute. We're below the water on the 5 minute. And this is sideways. This is sideways chop. Wait for the confirmation. This is sideways chop. Not only wait for the confirmation, but understand we're in between two major levels. Two major levels. You understand? So if they just want to chop around between a rock and a hard place for the rest of the day, completely reasonable. If you made money today, go enjoy your weekend. Stop being weird. Protect your trade. Stop out, high school. You don't need to risk everything. Stop being so risky. What do you mean? No. When you join the Discord, you're gonna do much better. It hasn't set up yet. You got to give it a little bit of time. It has not set up yet. Okay. We got about 4 minutes on the candle. Where's Major at? Major, we're worried about you. We're worried about you. All right, look, the risk from green. Okay, look, the risk from green. You understand? Green, the break of green. We're here. Protect your trade. Now from here, we don't know, right? We don't know. We just went over this. So you got to protect your trade. The Discord, remember, we just went over this maybe 20 minutes ago. It's all happening. Everything is happening. I told you, it has to be like this. There's only one way it could work. There's only one way it could work. Now you're at the risk. Now you figure your life out. Is it freezing on YouTube? What the shit? Or you need to stop trying to steal Starbucks Wi-Fi. It says that my connection is excellent. Watch, I'll show you. It says I have an excellent connection, so that's probably you. All right, now Discord, we're going to go through a little quick lesson, right? We're going to go through a little quick lesson right here. I'm going to block everybody else. Watch. Pay attention. Remember what I typed. We're in between the magenta, top of the lick box. What needed to happen was this. Not only the break of, but the retest and the rejection. Right? I typed this in the Discord. So if none of that happened, then there's nothing to see here, folks. Today's been an absolute masterclass. Today's been absolute perfection. If I do say so myself, and I did just say it myself. Today's been a masterclass. This is perfection. You're looking at it happen in real time. I'm doing all this live. All of it's done live. And if you're new, take your time. Today's just been the perfect day. Not every day is going to be perfect. Take your time. You need time to understand the risk. Just be patient. It's not an infinite money glitch. I know it looks like it. I know you're probably like, well, damn, how could he be right every single time? This is just luck. It's just luck. You don't want to bet the bank on someone telling you that they're lucky, right? They will not all be great days, but they will be good days. Good days good enough for me. Good days good enough for me. Where's 4080? Here, let's mark it out. Oh, come on. Come on. What the damn? And then let's put it... I don't know why I like that teal. That must be a Miami thing. They got a lot of teal and pink. Now look, a week cycle all the way to 4080, maybe even 4131. Probably be ideal. Actually, use your 5. Just use your 5-minute chart. Look, all this is expected here, right? This is all expected here. We know there's going to be chaos in here. Look at the purple, right? The purple's the risk. The purple's the risk. You see it? The purple's the risk. We just went over this. So if you're waiting for a weak cycle, wait for it. Noah, it was in the Discord, so you probably didn't. Well, we went over it in the when I go behind the secret room, it's only for the Discord members, so it was in the Discord. But we literally just talked about the risk on purple. That's why it's drawn in a certain way. This is why I told the members, wait for whatever needs to happen, wait for it to happen. We know it's going to get hectic right here. And here's why. Are we starting to understand the risk? Are we starting to understand the risk, right? Are we starting to get it? Okay, I just realized that the orange is purple. My bad. My bad. Orange is purple, so ignore what I just wrote. Use your 5-minute chart. Look, now we see what's happening. We identified the risk on purple, right? It just so happened to form a secondary liquidity. But look where look where it closed, back inside purple. We never got a close outside of purple. I told you the risk is on purple. If you're taking green, the risk is here. A certain thing needs to happen. So look, this purple, still a thing. All right, we got some good movement here. Got some pretty good movement here. Now we're going to see if they're going to flag, right? We're going to see if they're going to flag. So this can just, I'm just going to slide this over. I'm not changing anything. This 50-50 hit, I'm just going to slide this over. Nothing's changed. Let them compress it. Let them compress it. Oh, darn it, carpal tunnel. Now we're going to see if they're going to give us a weak cycle here. Nothing's changed. Still the same setup. Nothing's changed. Don't be seduced by the candles. A certain thing needs to happen first. Once it happens, we'll be all right. Here, this is just for Discord, just in case we're not sure. Just in case we're not sure, watch. Even though I've done this a couple times. Not only this, but we need to do this. Okay? This is our best bet. This is our best bet. And then this one, still the same. Nothing's changed here. Nothing's changed. Look, we see the battle, right? We see exactly where the battle is. Here's the battle. Let me show you. We're battling between this and this. You see it. You don't need to think too hard. They're showing you. Still the same setups. Nothing's changed. Let's wait for it to play out. A certain thing needs to happen first. Once that stop guessing. Let them tell us. They'll tell us. One of those two things has to happen. Now it's clear. Don't let the red candles or the green candles seduce you. We'll know. We're ready. We'll be prepared. Yes, still using the 5-minute chart. Nothing's changed on the 5-minute chart, right? Nothing's changed. Everything's still the same on the 5-minute chart. We understood the risk was on purple, right? There's purple. We knew we had to watch out for a bounce on purple. So nothing's changed. Still the same levels. All it did was go sideways. It has to be like this. It simply must. We see what's happening. We see it. Let them figure this out. Use the 5-minute chart. All right, we're back at resistance. Heavy resistance right here. Heavy resistance. We're gonna have to deal with this. If you took this break of orange, protect your trade. I'm gonna address this in a second. Give me a moment. Protect this trade if you took the break of orange. This is 42.15 to 43.30. This is good money, right? This is over a point. Now let's see how they feel about this. Protect your trade. Protect your trade. Look at the money. Look, I told the Discord members we're fighting between orange and purple right here. I even drew the shadow realm. If you're new, just give yourself some time. I drew the shadow realm. It's either going to be the break of this purple right here, oh, excuse me, the break of this purple right here, or the break of the orange right here. So from 42.18 to 40, look how much money we just printed. We did a good job. We did a very good job. I'm going to mark this one here because this is the 5-minute chart call out. We'll say 42.18. You could have took this magenta here as well, I guess. Look, in order for the put scenario, we needed to break the purple, at least close below it, break the purple, retest 40.80 and reject, right? None of that happened. So then what we had to do was allow for the orange and the purple to figure itself out. Oh wait, I still have it right here. Oh wait, I just put it here. So here's the orange, here's the purple. We had to allow for this. Now protect your trade. Now look, this was here. We were just able to identify with a little more time the orange. All right, now we're testing, what is this? 44 basically. If you're waiting for an entry, look for the week cycle. Ideally, on a break and retest, we'd like something a little more substantial, not just like the single candle touch. So let's see where the week cycle takes us. Let's check higher time frame. We're at the water line here. We are at the water line. Approaching the water line on the 30 and above the water on the 1. Brunch time. Did I scare you? We're at brunch. All right, start to adjust your stops, right? Second bite at the apple. Easy money, right? Protect your trade. Take whatever it is and be happy. And we're going to build off that. Protect your trade. Look at the money we printed. Look at the money we just printed. Look, if you didn't make money by now, it's gonna take time, but there's not much more I can do, okay? Take the little bit. If you're not comfortable with risk, take the little bit. Take something. You don't need to be a hero and hold forever and try to guess where the stock market is gonna go. Take the something. We're gonna build a little bit at a time, you'll see. It's a time thing, right? It's a time. Now we're, this is time. How long can you allow for Joe Rogan to spill spiders all over your face while you're inside the clear box? It's fear factor. Or you can tap out and take your money. Either one. You don't have to be risky. You can tap out and take your money. Damn, they probably just slapped a whole bunch of people in the face right there. Got about a minute 45 on the candle. Okay. Okay. Protect your trade. If you're the risky one and you held for inside purple, protect your trade. Nah, don't say that, Chenko, because I talked you through it. I literally talked you through it. I said wait for the weak cycle on top of 4287, or I said wait for the weak cycle on top of the lick box. I literally talked you through it. There's no way. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. I told you where it was gonna happen. It's okay. We'll see. We don't know. We don't know. Let's see what happens. Okay, got scared. That's different. There you go. That's different. All right, cool. I can accept that. I can accept that. But yeah, way before this happened, you know, I told everyone what was going to happen. We're just in the purple now. Look at the money. Look at the money that just got printed. So look, if you're in the Discord, remember what I told everyone. Remember what I told everyone in the Discord. I said, if you're looking for an entry, allow for this to happen. Allow for this to happen. So if you didn't make your bets here, you know, there's nothing to do now. You don't want to chase it, right? And look, if you're betting against me, good luck. Good luck. You need to work with me. Work with me. Don't bet against me. Well, let's work together. Look at the money. Look at the money. And we did it. You know, look, we didn't get 100%, but we did it with some type of, I'm not going to say safety, but I mean, everything happened, right? Everything happened. Everything. Now, this is going to take you time. This is going to take you time. The red candles are going to scare you out. I told everyone, wait for the weak cycle if you're looking for an entry. The weak cycle should be above 42.78, or hold on, maybe 42.86. I told everybody what was going to happen. It all happened, right? Look at the money that just got printed. Bro, this is too easy. It's actually too easy. A certain thing needed to happen for the puts, never happened. The other thing needed to happen for the calls. Well, I called the call out was on the orange right here, but whatever. If you wanted to wait for an entry, I told you where the entry would be. Look at the money that just got printed. Now look, I get it. There's fear, right? We all have that fear. But at some point, you got to take the risk and understand if you get it wrong, then we know where the money is. I typed it in the Discord. There was, we just needed to follow. We just, look at the money. Look at the money. What I tell you, bounce between. I told everyone, if we bounce between the 5 and the 50, that's reasonable. I know you don't remember it. I said it quite a while ago, but now we're here. We're at the next key level. So now we got to figure out our life. Level to level. Everything happened perfectly. Perfectly. Everything happened. If you're interested in learning to trade with us, go to the website, lifespytrading.com. I'll get you sorted out. This is absolute perfection. Absolute perfection. Now look, just to be fully transparent with the Discord members, you see this floating green here. This floating green is the orange here from, I think it was 11:45 whenever I put it. He said it's triggering. But it had to be like this, right? It simply had to be. I told everyone in the world, whatever I'm drawing on the screen, it is going to happen. It is. It's gonna happen. Now, the way you play it, that's on you. I can't control that part. I repeat the same thing every day. It is going to happen. I can't control your fingers and your little greasy hands and your thumbs. I don't know where you're putting your thumbs, things of this nature. I can't control that. But what I can tell you is how to make a quick buck. Beyond that, I'm good for nothing else. Easy money, exact entry. Well, you know, I think this orange right here would have been ideal, but whatever. What's the question? $41.31 for 41.31. This is at 8:37. Damn, it's an hour ago. Looking back at the 1 minute chart, your arrow, why would you take the second break of key level break on the very first entry today? Arrow on the first entry today. Damn, I'm so confused. I don't know how to read. Looking back at the 1 minute chart, arrow, why would you take the second break of key level break on the very first entry today? It had nothing to do with first or second. It had to do with the level. It didn't matter first or second. It had to do with the level, right? If we're below 42.78 on a break and a retest, that's just what it is. Now, if this didn't work and we get, let's say at this time here, if we went above probably 43, if we went above 43.78, then we got to look the other way. But it wasn't like, well, this one's the first one, this one's the second one. I didn't know. I just know it needed to break, retest, and reject underneath 42.78. That's what I did know. When it was going to happen, I don't know that. Okay, you're saying that on the first break, all of that is the retest. Yeah. That's all the retest and reject. Because remember, we're looking at it on a 5-minute chart. On a 15-minute chart, this looks completely different. This looks like a perfect break, retest, and reject on a 15-minute chart. Or wait, let's look in the 5-minute chart. Where's 78? We're gonna look at 954-ish. We can't see anything here because I have it charted on the 1 minute. But I'm willing to bet on a 15-minute chart, it looks completely different. Look at the money. Look at the money that just got printed. I told everyone. I know you don't remember. You got to rewind the tape. If we go between the 5 and the 50, completely reasonable. Protect your trade. We're still inside purple, right? Okay, I was just talking on mute. There was someone who was asking about. I see you speaking in the chat. I'm not ignoring you. Your name starts with a 1. I can't see the rest of it because I'm in streamer mode. But you got to give it a little bit of time. What I'm saying you got to give it time is you're trying to get ahead and you're trying to figure things out all in one day, all in 1 minute. It's not going to happen like that. You need to wait a little bit of time because you're trying to be a little too specific, and you're making assessments because you asked about 4131. 4131 was never even a thing. So I'm not sure exactly where you're getting that from, but and it's because you're asking about 4131. Where was it? At 8:37. So whoever wrote this comment at 8:37 asking about 4131, I'm not even sure where that comes from. I don't think this was a thing, 4131. Yeah, 4080, that's the big deal. We needed to break, retest, and reject 4080. That never happened. We broke, failed. We identified the entry on, what is this? On this orange right here, which is specified by this one right here when we broke it. And the other entry was on a break retest above this one right here. And as it was happening in real time, I told everyone, wait for the week cycle. The week cycle is going to be above 4278. That's exactly what happened. Easy money. And also, not only that, I literally drew this out. Literally drew all of this in the Discord, only for the Discord members. Far ahead of time. Far ahead of time. Remember when I did this and I blocked out all the YouTube? I blocked out all the YouTube. This was drawn out for the Discord very specifically. And if you're new and if you're new and you're trying to absorb it all and it's a lot happening, I get it. You got to give yourself a little bit of time, right? At least especially if it's, if you're in the first couple hours here, give it some time. But you'll see, it all has to make sense. And it's very rare that the market's going to be like, okay, here's this exact level to the penny and time to turn around or time to reject. Sometimes there's going to be a wick, right? Like this one right here. Sometimes there's going to be a wick. Now, yesterday I got wicked on. So annoying. I got wicked on by 5 cents. 5 cents. I'm still not over that. I'm still bitching about it. 5 cents wicked me out yesterday, but whatever. So if you're new, take your time. I didn't take any today. I didn't take not one. I didn't take not one trade today. God dang. God dang. Right to the 50. Basically. Let's see if we could. Yeah, I'm not sure where the 4131 came from. I'm not sure if I said it. I know I've been talking about 4080 for a very long time. Okay, look back at my comment. It's 8:21 Pacific Standard, so that's 11:21 on Eastern, right? I'm going to show everybody. I'm going to show everybody in the world. Here's what I'm talking about. Here's the Discord. 8:21 Pacific Standard Time. 4080. 4080. This is what I was looking at, right? Unless we break and retest underneath that, I'm not interested. Actually, one of the other members said it right here. Retest of 4080. 4080. Right? So, oh, okay. So DubX asks about 4131. Yeah, I'm not sure about 4131. 4080 was the thing that I was looking at. Again, 4080. I don't know where 4131 came from. In my opinion, look, 4080. I never changed it. It had to be 4080. That was the thing. All right. Tiger Donna, if I'm saying that right, Tigerdona. I've been saying 4080 for I don't know how long, but I'll say it again. 4080. 4080. That's kind of a crazy question because I'm saying it right now. 4080. 4080. Look, if you look at my 919, 9. So it's 12:19 Pacific Standard or Eastern Standard Time. I say, in my opinion, puts are still at 4080. 4080. We're in a short-term uptrend. We can't fight the trend, right? If they want to reject here and bounce between the 50 and the 5 for the rest of the day, that's reasonable. So if you want to take a short at the 50, that's reasonable. I also said this very long time ago. Very long time ago. Between the 5 and the 50. So if you want to take a short here, your risk is tight. Small risk. Just make sure you stop short. But, you know, I wouldn't be fighting it. I wouldn't be fighting it right now. 4080, probably the thing. Unless we get down there, not interested. If we can scalp something on purple, maybe. But you're running a risk. You know, you guys are trying, I don't know if you're trying to, I don't know what your strategy is. But if you want like a more, if you want a setup that has some type of data behind it. Okay, yeah. Let me explain it to you. That's a good question. That's fair. Let me explain it. Now, let's look at purple. If you want to take purple, maybe you can scalp something. This is the big maybe, right? This is the big maybe. Because you're fighting the trend now. You're fighting all this strength. So what you have to worry about is that they're going to keep turning around on you at any point. So if you're willing to deal with this, maybe. But you know, your best bet is probably in teal. If you want to scalp something, maybe, I guess you can try. But we don't have enough data for that. You know, the data is only telling us the same shit I've been saying all day. Between the 5 and the 50. That's what we got. That's what we do know. If it bounces between the 5 and the 50 for the rest of the day, that is reasonable. That's completely reasonable. But also, for some reason, you know, we like to do the counter trend plays. We got to get out of the mind state of we love puts. We got to, I know I love puts too, but you know, we got to give the call some love as well. It had to be like this. I told everyone one of two things is going to happen. One of two things. Now, you know, maybe they want to close this cup at 46.34. Why would we just want to turn around here in the middle of nowhere? So if there a put scenario, it's far away. It's very far away. A reasonable one. If you want to be risky, anywhere's you got a 50-50 shot from anywhere. If you want to increase your chances, you got to wait for a long time now. The entry was either on the orange right here for calls or the break and retest above the lick box for calls. This is what the data is telling me. If you're trying to do counter trend, I don't know why. Why? Like the market is telling you we're going in this direction. and not just you. I'm not picking on one person. Me included. So when I'm saying something right now, I'm not pointing out someone. I'm included in this conversation. We like the puts because we can see. We can see where we just came from. So we have an idea of the risk. But what we don't see is that the momentum is telling us, the current is pushing us up. It's pushing us up, and we're trying to fight that current. So we need to get out of the mind state of, maybe, you know what? Maybe there's a quick little, they're going to do this right here. Watch. If we break the purple, we can go down to here, or we can go down to here. Either one. Maybe. We don't know. You're going to have to take the risk from the 50. But now you know what the risk is, right? Probably at, what is this? I don't know. Whatever I have here. And obviously the orange, right? But if it wants to chop between the 5 and the 50 for the rest of the day, that's reasonable. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to close the cup, though. All right, let's see what we got. Bad habits, catching a knife, counter trend trading, not respecting stop, etc. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so you got some, a little bit. You got a little bit under your belt. You know what you're talking about. The hard part is being seduced by the candles and expecting, especially looking at the minute chart. Looking at the minute chart is probably the worst thing we can do. It's probably the worst thing we can do because when those red candles come in, you're like, oh man, they gotta have some pullback here. And it looks very pretty, very seductive. They gotta pull back here. I can get something out of this. This is what we keep telling ourselves. And sometimes it's true. But here's the thing. When it does happen, all we're doing is reinforcing negative behavior, reinforcing bad trading habits, instead of allowing for what needs to happen to happen. The market has to do a certain thing. It must. This is how I can say with confidence, I'm telling you, whatever I'm drawing on the screen is going to happen. Whether you like it or not, take that. It's gonna happen. It has to be like this. I say it with confidence every day. Every day I say it with confidence because I just have this understanding. And you will too. And maybe the understanding, you're not going to see it, but at least you can understand, if this guy's saying it, he hasn't been wrong since February 3rd of 2025. It may happen soon. It may happen. Nothing's 100%. It may happen. Or sometimes, the weird tweets come in or Nvidia makes a big deal with certain company, whatever. Understanding the risk, that's the important part. If you didn't take your put at the 50, you're chasing a falling knife here. If you didn't take the put on the purple, you're chasing a falling knife. So you have to identify the risk and identify where it could turn around and slap you in the face. Now, if you're fighting the trend, if you're fighting the momentum pointing up, then this is going to be a very tough battle for you. This is going to be uncomfortable like none other. That's why I told everyone, wait for the weak cycle here. The weak cycle, We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. If you don't know what the week cycle is, you got to go through the lessons. It's all in the lessons. I promise you, every question you have is in the lessons. Now, this is your time. You're gonna have all weekend. Go through those lessons. Some of them are boring, especially when I first started. I sounded like a robot because I wanted to sound like, if I don't sound professional, these people aren't going to take me serious. So let me try to sound like everybody else. That's what I tried to do. And it probably came off very awkward. I'm willing to bet. But go through those lessons. The information's still valid. And the most important thing we can do is tune in, show up to the job, take the lessons. You'll start to see the patterns, or at least you'll hear the patterns in whatever the shit I'm drawing. You're going to hear the patterns. You're going to see the same thing over and over and over, and you'll understand the risk. You will understand the risk. It may take a week or two, but you'll see, because I'm going to say the same shit over and over and over again, because I make it that simple. Now look, if you want to fight this trend, good luck. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. I don't recommend it. I put my suggestions in the Discord. This is what I suggest. I'm not right every time, but I haven't been wrong yet. Haven't been wrong yet. You didn't miss anything, Cruz. And sitting here trying to jump on every single leg of every single move, this is not how it works. Just because you see some red candles, you're like, okay, time for puts. Then you see some green candles, okay, time for calls. This is not how it works. Certain things need to happen in order to put the odds in our favor. Noah's still holding the call. What time did you buy it at, Noah? Inquiring minds want to know, what time did you buy it? If you don't mind, you don't have to tell us, but it'd be nice to know at the time. $7.15. Oh, okay. On the 5? Yep. Yep, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Right on the 5. Makes sense. All right, I'm going to hang out for another few minutes and I'm going to have to call it. I got to call it early today. I told everyone I was going to call it early. 8.6. Noah's putting in numbers today. Noah's putting in work. Uh, 44.29. Let's see what they want to do. 44.29 and the 50. Probably some chaos in here, right? So, in my opinion, it looks like we're at the mercy of this orange here, which is the purple on the 5-minute chart. little bit of secondary liquidity here. You know, but you know, it looks like they probably want to close the cup. Looks like they probably want to close the cup. Do you see why I don't recommend puts? Like there's just no room for put. There's no option for puts here. Not yet. A lot needs to happen. A lot needs to happen. And I'm not saying it won't happen, but it ain't now. It ain't now. Here's our grind, right? It's gonna be inside orange. Our grind is gonna be in orange. Heavy, obviously there's gonna be some resistance at the 50, right? This is the big deal. This is a big deal. The 5, big deal. The 50, big deal. The 20, major deal. Now look, if they want to fade off to the side here and just be annoying and grind, this is par for the course. It's Friday. It's Friday. People want to go enjoy their weekend. You guys are still sitting here trying to make a buck. No, you're going out to eat or you're going out for drinks? Which one? No, you're an alcoholic. I can already tell. You're an alcoholic. You got a drinking problem. My ex told me that I had a drinking problem one time. I was like, I don't have the problem when I drink. You got the problem when I drink. All right, I'm gonna hang out for another 5 minutes. I'll be right back, and then I'm gonna borrow the chart, do some admin, then I'm gonna call it, and then we're gonna start back Monday. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, that's been my time. Let's go through it really quick while we're still here. Now, the majority of these were only for Discord members. If you'll notice, what I do is I'll go into the secret room and then I'll give the Discord members all the setups. I'll draw it out, call it out for them, or type it in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, sucks to suck. Here we go. Early this morning, I identified the break and retest underneath the 4278 for some puts. So that'll be denoted with the red arrow pointing down. So we had our put scenario here, or they could have taken this purple right here, the break of this purple right here for puts, all the way to the 5. We identified that the blue had the strength. We identified blue had the strength, and on the break of the blue, we had an opportunity for a call scenario. We had opportunity for a call on blue, on magenta, on the magenta here as well. On our 5-minute chart, so this one's floating here, but on our 5-minute chart, we had this break of orange for another call scenario. If you remember, well, some of you won't because you weren't in the Discord, but you know, I told them we're wedging in between this orange and this purple. So this was an easy call for another call scenario right here. And then we have, I don't know if I did this on YouTube, but I know for sure I did it on the Discord. We had a break and retest above 4278, which is just like this with perfection. And then we're still in this play currently. Now, if you're interested in learning how to trade with us, go to the website, livespytrading.com. I will get you sorted out. And look, it's not a get rich quick scheme, okay? This takes time. It takes time and effort on your part. When you do join, take some time, go through the lessons in the Getting Started channel. Here, we'll go through it really quick so you can see what I'm talking about. When you join, you're going to land on this page right here. You're going to have to go through all this stuff. Not all of it, but watch these videos for sure. Watch these. You don't have to watch all these. This is just like showing an example of live, how it goes live. This is my first day trading live on YouTube. And then, yeah, go through these videos here, right? I share all these entries and exits. Everything's there for you. I recommend you go through it. Give yourself some time. All right, go through it, paper trade for a bit, and then everything should be easier after that. But if you're interested in learning, go to the website, livespytrading.com. I will get you sorted out. YouTube, that's been my time. It's been a pleasure. Have a good weekend. Goodbye.